Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I decided to bring you my library haul. A library haul, is that what you can call it? It's not really a haul, is it? It sort of is. I ordered quite a number of books for hold at my library. I live so close to my library. It's a 10-minute walk from my house. I don't need to walk, but it is only 10 minutes. But I wanted to show you what I picked up because I find that the library is really good for books that I'm probably not going to keep ever on my bookshelf. And also because I am hoping to read the long list for the Booker Prize this year, not that I know what it is yet, I thought I'd pick up some books that I think might be on there, but also some I've wanted to read. So the good thing is obviously you can always extend your the length of time you have your books. So I ordered 20, but at the moment I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 that arrived. So I'm waiting for a further 8 to come. So this is the stack. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'll give you an insight into why I've picked them, and yeah. So we'll start with the paperbacks here because the sort of smaller paperbacks, because they're all from all but one are from the same author. So I read Agatha Christie's first Miss Marple book, which was Murder at the Vicarage. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was dead cozy. I found the writing really lovely. I mean, it wasn't a 5-star, but I just enjoyed it, and it also brings back some memories of my mum. She's a big Miss Marple fan. So I bought the second book. I had on hold The Body in the Library. I also got that book from the library because I just feel like, and I just think it's going to take a lot of room up, and maybe if I love them, maybe I'll get like a full set of books, but at this point I don't have the space for lots of books, so I've got to be really choosy about what I keep. I'd probably read them and put them into charity shop anyway, so I might as well just use the ones from the library. So I've got The Body in the Library, which is book 2. I don't think I've got book 3, but this is the next one in the series that I got, so I'm waiting for some others. So I've got A Pocket Full of Rye. Oh, let me put them in the right order, otherwise I'll be annoyed. 450 from Paddington. The Mirror Cracked from Side to Side. A Caribbean Mystery. Nemesis. And Sleeping Murder, which says it's Miss Marple's last case. So I think they are, I've got about 5 or 6 more to come out of these, and I want to keep them in order because I'd like to read them in order. And they're just ones that I can read very quickly and enjoy. I may even get them on my Kindle, I don't know. The other one I got that I really loved the look of, and I read the sort of synopsis for this, and I was like, this sounds amazing. So this is Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi, and it's a Japanese book. I think has it been translated? Oh yeah, translated by Jeffrey Truselot. So essentially it's a series of stories where people visit a cafe and they have a coffee, and before their coffee gets cold they're allowed to see somebody who's passed on or revisit a point in their life, I believe in the past, that they may want to. I think it's somebody who's passed on, and I love the idea of this because I've lost a lot of people in my life, and if I could have that one moment I would just be so forever grateful, trying not to cry. And I just thought, this is just such a lovely idea. I'm really looking forward to this. Actually, it looks like a really simple read. There's not many pages. We've got, how many pages we've got? Just over 200 pages. And I just think this will be really lovely. So I'll give you a review on this one specifically. There is another version. I think there's like a sequel. So I might try that one after I've tried this one. But I got this one from the library, which I'm honestly so pumped about this book. But I might not get to this one until like after August, because that's when I'm reading the long list. So I got 2 books from this author, and I was very excited about this author and the books themselves. I think I just saw the cover of this book and I was like, I need this. And then I realised there was a book before that had been done by this particular author. So the first book, not the one that I saw the cover of first time, but the first one that I wanted to read, is by Anne Yu, and it's called Braised Pork. Let me just read you the blurb on this one. One morning in autumn, this might be a September book here. One morning in autumn, just after breakfast, Gia finds her husband dead in the bathtub of their Beijing apartment. Next to him is a piece of folded paper, a sketch of a strange creature from his dream. He has left no other sign. Young, alone, and with many unanswered questions, Gia sets out on a journey. It takes her deep into her past, where for the very first time she begins to have a sense of her future. I think that just sounds thrilling, don't you? There it is. We are just over 200-page book again, so that should be a quick read for me. I'm so excited about this author because I feel like I'm going to really get on with their writing. This is very much a thriller. It's a debut of hers, this book. So the one that I'm very excited about, and I think it's eligible for a booker to be on the Booker long list, is Ghost Music. This is the most stunning cover. I love mushrooms. I've got a real thing for mushrooms. I think this is absolutely beautiful. So, praise for braised pork. Oh, for braised pork, there's praise. Okay, so let me tell you what this says. It says, for 3 years, Song Yan has filled the emptiness of her Beijing apartment from the tentative notes of her young piano students. When she married, she gave up on her own career as a concert pianist, but her husband, Bowen, has long rebuffed her desire to have a child. Instead, she must accommodate her mother-in-law, newly arrived in the province of Yunnan, and bringing with her long-buried family secrets. Oh, exciting already. Soon, strange parcels start to show up on the doorstep, and Song Yan's dreams become troubling and claustrophobic. Striking out alone through the winter city, she finds herself pulled into the ancient hutongs to confront the source of her unease. In a still, silent room in a timeless house, can she find the notes she needs to make sense of all the pain and beauty in her life? It says, evocative, magical, and endlessly surprising, Ghost Music is a captivating journey through memory, expression, and self-discovery towards the shimmer of new beginnings. Again, that just sounds lovely. So this is also just over 200 pages. So I feel like me and Anu are going to be best buds, because these are not long books. They don't feel like they're going to be difficult to consume, but they definitely feel like something I would enjoy. So if you've read those, let me know. The other book, two books, and the final two books I actually picked up were I'm Glad My Mum Died by Jeanette McCurdy. I don't often read memoirs or biographies, but I'd seen a lot of people talk about this, and my mum has died, but I'm not glad. So I want to find out why. So I'm interested in finding this out. It's quite battered, this book. The plastic on it is a bit battered, but I'm looking forward to reading it, and yeah, excited to try that one out. That is a 300-page book. That shouldn't take me long either. I do find when it errs on the side of 400, then I find it a little bit difficult. And the other one, which I've never read any of this author, and the only reason I picked it up is because I do think it's going to be on the long list. I really think it's going to be on the long list. Salman Rushdie, Victory City. I'm scared. Scared. I've never read a Salman Rushdie book. I obviously know who he is. I mean, he's in my favourite film, which is Bridget Jones's Diary. And that was one of the first books I ever read as sort of a young adult. So, yeah, he's there, isn't he? He's in the film. Let me give this a go. If this is the first one I read and I love it, am I going to want to read all of his books? Or is there some that are rubbish? I don't know. Who's read this? I want to know who's read this. And if you have, please let me know what you thought. Or don't let me know what you thought. Just let me know if you think I would like it based on things that you've seen in my videos. This is battered. Somebody has really battered it. So it looks like it's in parts. There's a part 2. Is it in? So maybe I'll read it in parts. Maybe that's good. Oh, yes, it is in parts. It's in 4 parts. Nice. Not too long either. It just says the epic tale of a woman who breathes a fantastical empire into existence, only to be consumed by it over the centuries, from the transcendent imagination of Booker Prize winning, internationally best-selling author Salman Rushdie. I'm looking to see if I don't want to read the blurb. I just want to go into it completely blind, if I'm honest. So I'm going to try that out. That is my huge haul slash rent slash loans from the library. I'm a fan of the library. You know, we all don't have a lot of space, but also we're in the middle of a cost of living crisis, and what better way to enjoy your hobby by going somewhere that genuinely gives you the books free. Although I did have to pay for the holds, but it wasn't like buying new books. So I don't mind paying for the holds. That's not a problem whatsoever. They, you know, chartered them over to me, so I'm not going to moan about that. But still, free books? Hello. I'm not moaning about or complaining ever about a free book. So let me know if there's anything in there that you think I'm going to love. I hope that I get through a lot of them in August. I don't think I'm going to go through Agatha Christie ones, although I do know that August is Agatha Christie month. So I don't know what I'm going to do because I want to read the long list, although the long list goes up till the 21st of September. So I could intersperse some of those with Agatha Christie just to get through them. I would love to read the whole of Miss Marple during August. That'd be insane. Don't think I can do it. I think that would just be putting too much pressure. I have read a lot of books this month, but that's because quite a lot of them are graphic novels. So I need to be very, very, very realistic in how many I can physically read over the next sort of 5 weeks. I've also got a wedding coming up, my own. So, you know, that's going to take precedence in terms of time. But it does mean I have a honeymoon and I can read there. So that's exciting. But my wedding isn't till October, but that will be, the planning will be taking precedence, of course. Anyway, look, thank you so much for joining me. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you would like to subscribe, please do, because that would really make my day. I hope you have a good day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.